Good morning, and thank you so much for joining our monthly Fund It Fast Chat. This is Rochelle Thomas, Energy Manager with the San Joaquin Valley Clean Energy Organization, and this is our 12th installment. Please continue to look out for us every second Tuesday of the month as we work to bring you valuable financing and project information. A little bit of housekeeping here. Please note all of your microphones have been muted upon joining the call. If you have any questions at all, please submit them using your chat box anytime during the presentation. We always try to designate time at the end to address any questions. If for any reason we don't get to your question, please look out for our follow-up email shortly after the call. We'll address any unanswered questions. We'll provide you with links to the recording of this presentation, as well as any resources we discussed during the call. Okay, so this month we're going to do something a little bit different. We're talking about lighting. I'm sure you're all aware that for some time now, our utility partners have been phasing out rebates and incentives for lighting, but it's not dead just yet. Not just yet. And have a little graphic here for you. Hopefully you enjoy that. So we're making one last push to encourage all of our partners to get whatever lighting projects they have in the pipeline done before all of the deemed rebates completely disappear. So you might be asking now, what exactly is left? So for PG&E customers, you can still get rebates on LED outdoor, high bay and low bay fixtures, troffers, and troffer retrofit kits. For our Edison customers, there are some customized rebates available on a select list of specific items I have listed here on your screen. Please make note that we don't expect any of these rebates to be available after mid-August 2019. So the time to act is like yesterday. Just a heads up, the California statewide qualified LED product list, or the QPL, as some of you might know it a little better, that website is no longer available. So if you need to search for specific qualified products by model or brand name or by manufacturer, you can actually find this information on the DLC website. That's the Design Lights Consortium website. But I have a caveat there. I don't recommend this unless you really know what you're looking for, because it's not the easiest search tool to use. But rest assured, you have support. So feel free to reach out to the SJVCEO team. Myself, Kelsey Jones, or Samantha Dodero would be happy to help you through this process. So you're not alone. Next up, the SJVCEO has worked to develop a really quick kind of tool, a search tool that offers all the information for the different utilities in one space, kind of one-stop shopping. So this is a searchable list for both PG&E and Edison products. So please keep in mind, we did develop this tool in-house for your convenience, and we update it manually as we receive updated information from our utility partners. So I have in the red circle here, if you select from the drop-down, if you're a PG&E customer looking for indoor or outdoor lighting, or if you're an Edison customer looking for indoor and outdoor lighting, you can quickly find available rebates using the drop-down on your screen. So I have a little arrow there showing the different options. And so once you select the option, it'll return what those rebates are under the search results. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. If you don't already have our contact information, it will be posted at the end of this presentation. So I wouldn't be doing justice to lighting if I didn't highlight what difference a rebate actually makes. So I pulled a couple of examples, examples of rebate opportunities here. So I pulled one for highlighting a PG&E rebate example, and I also did one for Edison. So Please keep in mind, again, I'll reiterate this, Edison has no rebates on themed lighting, but PG&E does have a hand. So I'll walk you through this example. Say, for example, you have a metal halide wall pack, that's an exterior fixture, and you're looking to replace it with a wall-mounted LED. I have the PG&E rebate code here. I did a bit of research online and I found some examples of that LED product for $508.25 with tax and shipping. So PG&E offers a rebate of $35, which brings your cost down to $473.25. So that's about a 65-month simple payback. If we didn't have the rebate, it would add additional like 5 months onto your payback time. Well, this particular measure has about an $86.25 annual savings per fixture. I know these numbers aren't the most attractive numbers, but I do want to point out that this is simple payback. So that means there's a lot of things that it doesn't account for. So for example, it doesn't take into consideration the cost of delaying a project, which is really what we want to drive home here. The longer you wait to do your projects, the more it's just like throwing money out the window. Also, this example, we are focused on lighting, so a simple payback calculation also doesn't take into account other savings, like, for example, maintenance savings, because LED fixtures don't have to be replaced as often as other fixtures. All right, I have the Southern California Edison example here. Some directional lighting that they do have featured on their rebate list. So say we have an incandescent directional accent light and we're replacing it with an LED directional accent light. I've got the solution code here. Again, I did a little bit of digging online. I found these fixtures for $77.35 with shipping. Edison has an $11.42 rebate on this, which brings your cost down to $65.93. This is going to give you a 55-month return on investment. And again, that's just the simple return. If we didn't have the rebate, it would automatically add 10 months onto that return. So you can see right away the difference. Annual savings for this fixture is $14.28 per year per fixture. So you can see right away, the more of these fixtures you have to replace, that number is obviously going to go up quite a bit. So, financing. Some ways to finance these projects. Again, there's a lot of different options you have. We here at the SJVCEO heavily advocate for on-bill financing. We've talked about it in the past. We have a really good Fund It Fast chat that we did a few months back that really does a deep dive on on-bill financing. I can't stress how awesome it is to have a 0% loan from your utility provider. Again, capital is the #1 barrier to completing energy projects. So if you can do a project and not have to worry about coming up with all the money in advance or at the beginning of the project, that again is, that's a great benefit. For any of my finance people that might be on the line, borrowing funds at 0% effectively gives you a discount because of the time value of money. So those dollars are actually worth a lot more to you now in your pocket than they would if you allocate them all up front for the energy project. One last thing I wanted to point out on OBF for our local government partnerships. If you're a PG&E customer, you can qualify for up to $4 million in OBF financing, sometimes more if the numbers make sense. So that's something you might want to keep in mind. Also, revolving energy funds, you might sometimes see them called revolving loan funds, but we don't like to call them that because it's misleading. We did do a really awesome Funded Fast chat a few months back on this as well. But it's basically just an accounting treatment. So you track your savings and you use those savings to fund future projects. That's basically what a revolving energy fund is. So I invite you to check out, there's some really good information in that fast chat. I invite you to go to our website and check that out. Our fast chats are only about 20 minutes long, so it won't take very long. And then lastly, I wanted to point out with Southern California Edison, they do have the MPOP program. That's the mainstream point of purchase. So these are rebates that you get at the point of purchase. So you may not see them, but it's always a good idea to verify or work with your lighting vendor to make sure that you're getting products that qualify for those rebates through MPOP and that they're applied to your purchase. Okay, so I talked about a few different resources here. Please, after the call or when you have some free time, check out sjvcleanenergy.org. That's our website. Under the resources tab. We have we record all of our fast chats and we post them all there, as well as any links to the resources that we discussed today. For example, the SJVCEO lighting search tool, there's a link to that on there. We also have that our PG&E partners provided us with a really awesome on-bill financing workbook specifically for lighting retrofits. We have a link to that as well, right under the lighting search tool on our website. And then we also have links to where you can find the lighting product. And I see I still have, they just changed this like a week ago. I still have the QPL on here, but when we send out the updated one, we'll send you the link to the updated site where you can find the detailed information on lighting products that qualify for rebates. Okay, I'm going to do a really quick check here to see if we have any questions in our chat box. I don't see any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and start closing us out. If you have any questions, please get them into the chat box, or you're more than welcome to reach out to us later on today or when we send out the follow-up email. I just want to thank everyone again so much for joining us this morning. As I said earlier, reach out with any additional questions. Our purpose is to assist you through these processes. So I also encourage everyone on the call, please share this information with anyone you think might benefit. Any of your local government partner buddies or your school district buddies or special districts. Again, at some point we cover things that may be applicable to them. You can also find us on social media through our email or on our website. And I invite you to come back and join us again. Next month, we will have the Funded Fast Chat on July 9th. We'll be talking about the Commercial Whole Building Program, which is a really awesome program. It's a really easy turnkey way to do all of your major energy efficiency measures in a particular facility at one time. So you'll want to look out for that one too. So we'll see you guys back again on July 9th. Thank you everyone again for your time this morning, and have a great week.